What's up, traders? So it's August 15th. We're going to just talk a little bit about the markets. UJ got a big move right off the bat, right after I sent that trade out there. So that was really going off of the back of what I had talked about in the weekly outlook video. So markets really died off here. It's a super, super rainy day here in Florida. So I figured I'd just go ahead and hop on here and shoot a little video about our setups that we got going on here. Aussie New Zealand sent this out here in Asian session, and I still like this. I had been talking about AN turning around. We're moving lower out of this potential what was a channel here, and we've taken that low out right here and really just hanging on by a thread. If we look at it on the 4-hour here, you can really see we're starting to make some movement. And actually, if I were to take all the stuff off of here and strip this thing down, I would say this really looks like a bear flag to me, right? So super easy way to spot these. Of course, when they become easier over time. And the thing is this is all about pattern recognition. That's exactly what we're doing here. So this is bear flag, right? So I thought we were breaking down last night, but we just came out, took out one more high. But I really like this for some downside. And, I really like Aussie New Zealand. It's a slow moving pair. You're not going to get your, it's not pound Aussie. It's not GA. You're not going to get massive moves like that, but you are going to get small and controlled trend trading, right? And so this is what I like to do. I think it's the most consistent way to do. And if you're looking for a pair, maybe you're a you're new trader, and you're like, I don't really know what to trade, which is what most people usually ask me when they're starting out. Aussie New Zealand is a great place to start because you get a lot less of these. Forget about this huge wick, but typically you get a lot less of those. So I really like AN for that reason, right? So now using Aussie New Zealand, because it's two commodity currencies which are very, very closely linked to each other, as a way to gauge potentially what might be stronger, especially when we're looking at some moves here on these crosses, right? So I'm actually in a great trade right now on Euro Aussie. I re-entered here right about the this envelope. I shared this group and I shared this in our Accelerator group. We got Dylan, he's in on this trade as well, right? So we had a big retest of this zone right here, right? So I got in a little bit later. I was looking at it off the 30-minute time frame, and I actually entered in when we crossed back below underneath this envelope. But I really like this to the downside. So, but you can see here, Euro New Zealand pullback, Euro Aussie, or pound New Zealand, I should say, pullback here. So I'm expecting, especially if we, if Aussie New Zealand breaks out of this kind of range it's in, and I talked about this in the weekly outlook video, this might be a place that we see some upside for the Kiwi, right? So, we're holding this envelope level on the hourly for NU. Now, the dollar is really hard to gauge right now. For me, dollar's a bit in a range. I'm just going to let it kind of straighten out and figure out what it wants to do before I really hop in there, right? So NZDJPY is a pretty decent example of that. Now, I talked about this in the weekly outlook video. We retested this 86.3 to 88.6. And look at that rejection, right? So we can see this on AJ as well. And EJ, just, man, what some nice follow through on these CAD yen. I actually posted about this last night as well. This is, man, God, I can't believe I missed that. Honestly, I haven't looked at this since CAD yen, specifically since yesterday. And man, that was a 170 pip move off that envelope, and I'm willing to bet that we just now are bouncing off of a little bit past the 127, a little 100 past 127% extension. So, things are really playing out like I predicted in the weekly outlook video. So looking for these pullbacks, specifically more on the crosses, while, kind of wait for the dollar to figure out what it's going to do. But, we're probably not going to really get too much more. We're not going to know what it's going to do until Wednesday, because we have the FOMC on Wednesday. So it's going to be a big week, especially leading up to that. Core retail sales is also on Wednesday. So I would expect the market to just be in a little bit of a give and take, like we saw on dollar yen today. 40 pip drop, almost came all the way back to our entry. Well, it dropped like 60 pips. We took our two take profits there. So starting the day off right, starting the week off right. Live trading tomorrow in the Accelerator. If you want to learn these systems, learn these strategies, learn to analyze the market, like I did, where I can go on here on Sunday, have a decent prediction about what's going to happen, and then also be able to capitalize and be able to profit on the trades today. If you want to learn how to do that, if you want to be mentored, if you want to have all the tools, the resources in the community, live trading, and then get funded, right? So it's the full package, literally. So we will fund you through the prop firm, which we are opening up. We're about to launch it soon, to the public. More information on that. But essentially, I want to train you to trade our capital, and so obviously you winning is in my best interest, right? So that's the that's the goal. So that being said, if that interests you, click the link below to get started. I'm going to be looking for a bounce on these yen pairs, and then some more follow through on those Fibonacci levels, and it's going to be a good week. Already starting out strong. So all right, everybody, have a great afternoon, and we'll see you in the group. Peace.